of Disney, ABC, ESPN, and so forth. And I think that's, in and of itself, I think that's the big thing that keeps a lot of people from cutting their cable bill completely, is the sports. The one that I see that's connected best...
Unless you already have like MLB Network and stuff like that, because you have those on the apps.
That one is an over-the-top MLB. Yeah. But if you want more of a general, like ESPN is obviously the big boy. I know that the Sling TV offered by Dish Network is a $20 a month package, and it offers lesser channels than does PlayStation Vue. But the one that it does include in particular is ESPN. That being said, I would just say, and again, I applaud all these things because what it's going to do, it's creating more competition for the cable and satellite companies too. I mean, they're going to have to react with their prices because continuously over the decades, cable and satellite channels have continuously increased their prices. But this type of free enterprise opportunities that are existing are going to actually, I believe, lower the prices and or get you better innovations with your cable and satellite companies. So it's actually, I think it's kind of interesting. I like it. He also wants to know how much longer do you see cable surviving? I feel like it's dying slowly. I think what we see as cable, what we've traditionally seen as turning on the television and watching a channel of them telling you what to watch, when to watch it, that aspect is rapidly changing. Speaking for myself, we do anything we watch on our satellite. We do over.
Sorry, I don't mean to swear.
Oh, it's we DVR most stuff and watch it when we want to, as opposed to when they want us to watch it. So please die, 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 please die. Nice job, Jimmy.
God, look at how much health that is. Sorry, I was listening to you, but I was so freaking focused. Okay, continue on.
Yeah, so I feel that it is dying. The thing about the cable companies, a lot of times they're also your internet companies as well. Whether it's Cox, Time Warner, Comcast, they are usually also your internet companies as well. So while their cable side is suffering, I think their internet side will continue to grow and continue to prosper.
Unless Google has that fiber optic spreading around.
That is true as well. Yeah.
Oh, there's different routes too. There's multiple routes in a level. We chose Route B versus Route A by where we were swaying. So.
I thought. Well, how are we able to move differently?
Like you could go left or right if you push your dragon towards one way or another.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's rail, but it's kind of
multi-leveled.
Yeah.
So you could replay a game and do different things.
That's cool. What do you guys think, Ned? I love iced coffee. What's your opinion on that?
Resuscitation is 100% impossible. That's what I think. It's definitely going to become more streaming on demand. You're having all these options like WWE. You have Curiosity Stream, which is started by a guy who did Discovery Channel, which has all the science-based stuff for $3 for SD, $6 for HD, and then $9 for 4K.
Yeah.
Like the pricing variation. So there's all this plethora of content that's going to be at people's fingertips outside just a traditional go to YouTube or just Netflix,
Right.
HBO Now, another big one coming out.
Yeah.
Cable companies are raising their prices because I think it's just a lot of people are jumping ship and they spread the cost to whoever's left.
Yeah, and there's a couple of key channels that also are responsible for the biggest increases in prices, a lot of which is ESPN. They dictate more money from the cable providers, and then the cable providers then in turn raise them. But I love whether or not I'll use PlayStation Vue is neither here nor there. I think it's just great to have that.
I think it's cool that they're testing that out, and then things like the PlayStation Now, which is like almost like today's Sega Channel, where they're testing out different models of, hey, we could do this, our Gaikai technology to stream both television and games. And so they're trying out different models,
Yeah.
Whether or not that it's going to be the next Netflix of games for PlayStation Now, it all depends on how well they keep pricing and how well they keep adding content to it.
it just keeps adding more competition, which is going to be ultimately best for consumers.
You know, and
then on top of that too, we have I Love Iced Coffee mentions that it's similar to books and newspapers. Everything's going digital.
in a sense, I mean, it's easier to have those things access. It's a question of convenience and quality, and it's more convenient to have streaming services than to have those disc in place, which might offer a better quality. In some cases, books, it's nice to have a book at the fingertips.
Yeah.
Than carrying your whole library with you in a suitcase.
Yeah, for sure. And there's certain aspects too. If you need to search for something, there's a find command on a Kindle to search for.
I mean, I love that whole aspect too. I love that the digital games allow for more indies or more mid games to come out. You know, because the cost of producing games have gone up. That's great to see something that could make it so that people could still have a 5-man game squad team.
Right. Flanders added to the conversation saying, in the future I see networks following the route of HBO Go where you pay $5 to $10 and you get certain networks that you like, aka ESPN, MTV, Fox, etc.
I can see it being like an a la carte thing.
Yeah.
I can also see it being a case of, you know, Cox is like that, doing it where you could do bundles of like, hey, we want you to get 20 channels, pick your 20 channels, you know, and you pay this much, or if you bundle more, you save more as a way to keep on you upcharging you.
That's kind of like what the Sling TV is. It's a basic selection of 20 channels, but you can add additional channels for like $5 each.
Yeah, I mean, personally myself, I'm not anti-sports, but I don't really see myself ever caring about ESPN. So,
yeah,
something like PlayStation View not having ESPN is not really hurting me.
Isn't the deal breaker for you? Yeah,
it's not a deal breaker for me.
The thing to look at too is when you're looking at all these features.
I could go to a sports bar.
Yeah, if you're getting like all these extra channels, and you buy all these packages, you know, you're trying to do that to save money from the cable company. If you keep adding all these different packages like WWE Network, Netflix, Hulu, etc., before long, your price that you're paying actually might be what
more.
You previously were paying with your cable company as well.
Or if you're someone that only cares for science-based things and, you know, maybe a Disney Channel or something, it might be...
Exactly.
So it really depends on your taste.
Yeah, I think...
And that's why I think with cable companies, that's what's going to happen, is they'll have different levels, you know?
Yeah.
A basic level of this many channels, pick and choose. A more premium level, but it costs not as much as doing individual a la carte, you know what I mean?
Right.
To kind of influence you to still stick with, you know, getting a lot of channels and paying a certain price.
Exactly.
But it's gonna, I feel, it'll be more flexible. I feel like you want ESPN, here's that sports package or whatever, you know?
Right.
You want just Nickelodeon or Science Channel, you know, like I feel like the days of you stuck with channels you don't use are gonna be far from over. I mean, are gonna be over. Where you're gonna be able to pick your content.
Right.
That you want to watch, and it'll be more so on demand. Oh, I can watch those Rugrats episodes. Thank you, Nickelodeon streaming service. Something like that, you know, it's going to be very possible. Which would be awesome, because I want to watch Rocko's Modern Life and Rugrats.
Yeah, there's definitely a demand for it, too.
Yeah, hell yeah, there is.
I think the ultimate thing is it's just so great to see all this competition. Because no matter what you do, no matter what you pick, it's the consumer that wins out in it.
Like, personally myself, I don't really watch much TV outside of, like, like, live TV. Outside of, like, Walking Dead or something. A lot of it I'm catching on Netflix.
Yeah.
Or other means, like YouTube or whatnot, you know, or redbuttonjamfest.com.
Great source of online content.
Yeah. But, you know, like, I'm more like that sort of, you know, it's not like I'm anti-channels or something. It's not like I don't watch those traditional TV series, but I feel like I catch those later on Netflix kind of thing. Oh, there's Sons of Anarchy. I never saw that show. Oh, it's all on Netflix.
Right.
Watched first season through season
You can see
8.
like Netflix originals, like even the way that they produce their shows, you get like you know when they released the season 3 of House of Cards, boom, you got all of the episodes. Enjoy.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Like, we're talking about Sony. Sony recently came up with their own show that only has access to PlayStation Plus members.
Yeah.
I'm a PlayStation Plus player. They did the same thing like Netflix. You have the whole season,
Right.
and they're releasing it like, well, not the whole season off the bat. Okay, they don't have that, but every week they'll release a new episode, commercial free. You're a PlayStation Plus member. You can stream and watch it in HD. Called Powers.
Yeah.
About normals taking care of superheroes, you know?
Right.
I start watching. I think it's pretty cool, but again, Sony's now like, hey, we have a studio that creates TV shows because, better like or not, Sony did produce Breaking Bad.
Right.
And now they're like, hey, we'll do this for our PlayStation Plus service before Microsoft does that with Halo.
Right.
It's kind of like, I'm more curious about what Microsoft is going to do because they haven't really
their reaction to it.
They haven't really done much. They have the feed-through device, and they do have like the ESPN app and stuff like that. But
well, and Sony,
I almost feel like they haven't done that a la carte model yet. That Sony's already jumping on that before Microsoft, and I always felt like that was Microsoft's next move.
That's what they were kind of advertising with the Xbox One originally. But the one thing you got to think about with Sony is Sony obviously has the history of producing television shows and movies.
And work with these other channels. They don't have their own channel.
Yeah, I went through
like Walking Dead is a Sony property.
I went to in California. I got the opportunity to tour Sony Studios, and it was quite amazing. Just what they have. All the different in their backlot, all the different studios and places that they film their products, and they've got everything from Wheel of Fortune to Jeopardy to what was that? What was that one show where the guy? It was like the guy worked at a Staples, but it wasn't Staples. What was that TV show? Some sitcom. 2000.
Well, it's not Office.
No, it was a CBS product, I think. But it was filmed
Was
at
it?
Sony
What
Studios.
are you talking about? Like the Spy, like Chuck?
Chuck, that was it. Chuck. It was Chuck. Yeah, Chuck was.
I'm surprised I got that one ever.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Flanders was saying, yeah, like who watches the shopping networks? And I love my coffee replied, laugh out loud. So there are some people.
I mean, there's audience because obviously it would not exist if if there were an audience for it.
Right.
But again, it's like
you basically.
I don't think there's many people that want to watch all 500 channels. I haven't met someone that's like, yeah, I watched DYI and now I watch ESPN and now I watched Science and now I watch Nicktoons. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't met that beast of person. It's like, yeah, I watch 40 channels a week. I typically. Or personally myself, I feel like there's about 4 or 5 channels that I prefer, and I feel like in a lot of cases, even the big high cases, I think people don't get much beyond 30.
Right.
Yeah,
I love Iced Coffee mentioned Friends, the TV show. I think I was never a fan of Friends, but I remember at Sony Studios I got a chance to that's Friends is filmed there too. And I got to sit in their, like the coffee shop place that they have on the show, I guess.
Yeah.
You got to sit on the couch on it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So that's kind of cool. It's a cool studio tour. If you guys ever have a chance to check it out. Flanders wants to know, have you guys tried the Xbox One cable plug-in thing, and how is it?
I have not.
I don't know.
I mean, I have the Xbox One, but I have.
You haven't tried it?
I haven't tried because that would mean I need to bring it down here and plug it to the cable box.
Uh-huh.
And I really don't have much want.
Right.
I mean, I haven't done a hell of a lot of research on it, so I don't want to come off, But from the gist of what I get, it's ease of, like if you have a Kinect, it's ease of navigating to channels.
Oh, okay.
And guiding you to the stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then go back to your game, and in all honesty, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not to be an asshole. I guess I kind of sound like an asshole.
It's not your focus of the system.
No, if I put Xbox One on, I'm playing games. And again, it's like I do Netflix and stuff like that, so I don't really have much need to be like, Xbox, go to ESPN. Like, I don't really, for myself, have the want or need to watch live TV.
But on that same topic, I actually have a buddy of mine who just got an Xbox One, and he actually has just the opposite thing. He only has one game for it. But he's obsessed with the fact that it has Kinect, and he can tell it to turn to different channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, he loves that feature. So there is a market for it, I mean, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's teach their own.
It's a cable box. pass through. You know, if it was a DVR, I would think that's incredible, but it's not. So for me, it's like voice guided remote for your cable TV.
Right.
I don't really find that to be much of a revolutionary thing.
Right.
Outside of the other features of the system, which is the snap feature of doing different apps at the same time. So for me personally, it's like, I mean, there are things I've seen, I don't know if they execute on, or if you watch a football game, you could have a fantasy team and it does the same thing. I think they have something
like that, yeah.
I mean, that kind of stuff, like interactive TV, is kind of neat. Whether or not that's outside the app and you need the feed through for that, but other than that, I really feel like press 37 go Nickelodeon. I mean, it's like, I don't really see the idea of that being like going through the trouble of feeding all that stuff through the system. Voice activate, you know, my television experience. Now, if it had a DVR function, I'm going to keep saying if it had a DVR function of it will record stuff, feed it through it.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That would make sense. That would be like, oh, cool, I could record my stuff and use the Xbox's hard drive. It's feeding through it. That would be great, but...
For sure. I Love Iced Coffee's going to be getting off here in a second, having some buffering issues on their end. Not sure if it's their device or Wi-Fi, but they're going to bounce and says, y'all have a fab night.
All right, thank you. Oh, fab night!
Alfonso.
I know, I'm all about fabs. This is a fabulous dragon. Look at the purple! You know what the purple's the color of? Royalty. Oh, you know, Brian, you're a fashionista.
I suppose so. Especially with my mismatched shoes compared to my shorts.
Oh, darling, I can fix you up real good. Just go. I'll take you to an H&M. I'll pamper your ass.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfonso. I think this is going to be my last life. Because I'm getting kind of hungry.
Yes, I don't know if that was the dragon breathing fire or my stomach growling.
Yeah.
But it has been fun.
It has been a real fun time. Oh shoot, we have to go around it. Oh, I need to switch forms. I wasn't paying attention to those peoples. Music's so peaceful and it's such chaos happening on the screen.
Yeah, it is.
It's like Anya was directing this. Music? Yeah, definitely not DJ Red Buns, Holmes. And a lot more bass. Shit. God damn it. I don't know what to do to avoid those things.
Yeah.
That's Slippy. He's like, get him off of me.
Yeah.
Is that health? No. What is that? Just
Something
a collectible. Yeah, you get collectibles. It goes in your Pandora box, you know. So you get unlocktables.
Well, giving you health would be too nice.
Yeah, that'd be way too freaking nice. Oh, ooh. I guess that they already used blue. It's like the one thing I don't use. Well,
that was fun.
I want to say thank you everyone for joining us for our first Mysterython.
Now, Netflix, I wonder, did we hear about Rey Mysterio? No, I didn't hear about Rey Mysterio. I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat here, but if we leave, and I'm not gonna know.
Well, we'll find out. Hold on, I'm still keeping this on. I just want to make sure to take the disc out so everyone can see the cool background.
You said you made that yourself, huh?
I made that myself through Photoshop.
Big like JPEG file with a bunch of...
Just a JPEG file and then make it in wallpaper.
Nice.
That was pure younger James.
Well, it turned out pretty good and it still holds up.
It still holds up. I like it.
Yeah.
It's my little mirage of video game pictures. You see Blazing Dragons, you see a Zelda poster, you see Dreamcast, you see ToeJam and Earl, you see some Pokemon, you see some Wario, you see some Mario, you see some Splinter Cell, you see some Turtles, the girl that dressed up as Metroid, Mega Man.
I did. He said that he killed someone last night. That's pretty extreme. I'm gonna have to read this later. If that is, I mean,
did Rey Mysterio kill someone in his mask and he can never identify?
No, definitely as I think you're a pretty stand-up guy. but I hope that it's inconclusive and that maybe there's some sort of an error, but that'd be horrible.
Wow, that is...
Yeah.
Damn, well, that's shocking.
All right, well.
I want to wish you the very best. Thank you, everyone, for watching us throughout this crazy day. Again, you can check out redbuttonjamfest.com for more past streams, more different video content. We will have a new Random Guys coming up in the next couple days. So be on the lookout for that if you like podcasts.
I'll have a new article on Tuesday.
New article on Tuesday. Brian. And thanks for joining us. I'm pretty sure the next Twitch stream, unless something comes up before then, will be Throwback Thursday, which we do every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. And hopefully next Friday I'll do the first Friday Night Fright and try out this Outlast game. But again, I want to wish the best to everybody and have a great rest of the night. Thank you so much, Ned. Thank you so much, Wario. Thank you so much. Man, I'm forgetting names already. Birds the Word, 1984. And every single person that came and lurk. I love iced coffee. It's been a fun Mysterython.
That it has been. Thank
Good
you again.
games. Take care.
All right, we'll see ya.
Bye. Goodbye. Did somebody see my glasses? Holy shit, it's...